All right, so just to show you guys, we did remove sutures today. We have a nice, clean, and very straight. We got a long show crop, so really good. When you do have them resting, make some squeaky noises, train them to hold them up. Hers are doing really, really well, so I don't think we'll have to post too long. All right, and I did have posts in while she had her sutures because you can do that with zip ties. Part of the reason her ears are already doing so well. And so when I took, well, in order to take them out, her zip ties, I used a de-adhesive spray. It just kind of loosens up the dry adhesive, the dry cement glue, so you're not pulling on their skin so much and their hair. Then I cleaned out the inside with some Burt's Bees ear cleaner and some Q-tips, just dug everything out down below. So now I've let this have some air. It should be nice and tacky. I'm gonna pull up on the ear slightly so that it's very straight. And to help me slide her zip tie into that bottom ear pocket. Now, this little bubbly part right here, I don't leave much bell on my dog's ear, but see that bell right here? You're not pushing that up against anything. You're kind of going around that, okay? You're not trying to cause what we call ear pockets, and I don't mean the same pocket as the one that you're gluing to right now, but it's called ear pockets. When you try to push it up against the, like push the bell in like that, you'll end up with ears that lay over the top of the dog's head. Not really what you're looking for. Okay, this is self-adhesive and sticky. Again, I don't recommend amateurs doing this, but you'll notice that I don't press it to her ear at all. I bring it around loosely and I press the tape to the tape, okay? There is no tension whatsoever going in this part, and that is very, very critical for you to understand that. The only reason I'm doing this is because she, for some reason, she doesn't really get irritated with the actual zip tie being in there, but she does get a little bothered, or was getting a little bothered by the bottom piece, the piece that goes down into her ear. And on her first set, she managed to pop that out, and I had to redo it. So, to avoid, this one got a little too dry, to avoid having to do that again, I'm gonna put myself a little tape in that area. All right, this one is just a little longer than I need it to be. If you have to cut any excess off, please make sure you're on the ear side while you're doing it. This is not hurting her, by the way. I was just pushing it while I was doing it, but you just want to make sure you don't cut off the top of their ear, right? So don't do it from the other side, do it from this side. Should go without saying, but you just never know anymore. All right, so again, you should not have to do this at all. I'm just doing it because she formed this habit of like pulling the bottom piece out. She only did it like once or twice, but I like my posts to last about a week, 5-day minimum. So I feel like if I take this little precautionary step, notice there is absolutely no tension at all. This is just a loose, like a mummy wrap. I would rather this last the full 5 days. I don't want to have to redo them. And since I know she has a habit of somehow getting the bottom of it out, not even the top, which is super weird. No, hold still. Your glue is gonna dry it. That's the thing, they will shake their ears a little bit because the glue's wet. And I guess it probably tickles, probably feels a little strange in there. So just be sure and keep them good and still until your glue dries. So this is it, guys. And then if I wanted to make a bridge, I don't think I would make it out of that. I would probably use a little slightly thicker tape. You're funny. Yeah, good girl. But you could take a little piece. You really don't need to, though, honestly. I know some of you think, no. Some of you think, well, geez, if we leave them like that, they're gonna point out to the sides and she's gonna look like Yoda. Well, not usually. They can be pointed out a little bit to the side-ish, and as long as you have your posts in really well, normally, and I say normally, stop. Normally it's not an issue. However, if you, when you take them off to change them, if, you know, you got the flying nun, then you might have to adjust. You might have to use a bridge, because at the end of the day, like Dr. V used to say, you got to put those ears where you want them, right? So I'm creating a bridge. So I took a smaller piece of tape. See, I need to leave some tape here, because the only part that it's going to touch, I'm very adamant about this, is the tape. See, the outside tape, okay? Only tape on tape, not tape on ear, and nothing tight. And the only way that that's gonna stay in place and not get stuck to things is if I put the other piece on the bottom. So there you have it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you have any questions, shoot me a text. Thanks for chiming in.